The perfect setting, the perfect atmosphere. It feels like a big game. It sounds like a big game. The focus now on the players as they seek to get their team off to the ideal start. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. So a strong start essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Well, Peter, I can tell you that both managers will have stressed the need for a very strong start here. Both have also indicated a front foot approach. If that is the case, then I don't think we're going to be complaining at the end. I certainly hope we'll be eulogising. There's an awful lot resting on this, and we'll probably end up reflecting on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Messi. Kano gets it clear. That is good alertness.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Stoichkov. Zé Pedro can get it clear.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Played back in. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Porto really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Pepe. Costa Curta makes the interception. Back into the middle. Picked up Stoichkov! Stoichkov finds himself offside. Oh, no joy this time. Fernandes. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please...
Fabio Vieira! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. This is what good chemistry is all about.
And there's the end of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Stoichkov! Stoichkov is flagged offside. Stoichkov. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
Substitution in progress.
No, that was never going to make it. Varela. Fabio Vieira. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a good foot in there. Fiddles it through. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's alert and
Bernardo Silva! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
the keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
The attendance for this match was 71.
He's in plenty of space here.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the time...
Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, I'm not sure...
Fabio Vieira! Sticks it away! Terrible error, duly punished. Porto have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Ball swung in. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now there's a fine ball. Climbs up big! This time, surely! Taken back almost at once. João Mario, can he get it through?
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing, and there's no compromise.
He is through here! And we have our very first corner. He rises! Oh, taken with style! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Fernando Torres demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, the question now is whether the
atmosphere. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Tries a shot! And we have our very first corner. What a mighty effort! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Back into the middle. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Has a go! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Casillas is there to take. Oh, a key interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
And Stoichkov!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Stoichkov. He's had it! And more! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was.
Chance!
2 added minutes has been
And it's
indicated.
come back out to him. It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And we hit half-time. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Driving forward. Casillas on a strong run down the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played back in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Marquinhos. That looks a cracking ball. There's the hit! It's fallen loose again! And he's missed it.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
Good read, needed to be. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. off the post! Really well taken goal. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
72,300.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys. And the ball's a good one. Can he finish? No mistake! The maestro, the legend, and now the hat-trick hero.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that was asking just too much of him. Guardiola. Cruyff, looking to shake off some unwanted attention. Speculative strike. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Well, there's the clearance. And here's the chance to counter. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And that has put paid to that. It's a pretty loose pass. That's the throw. Messi picks it up out wide. Now it's Stoichkov. He is through here. And Stoichkov! Oh, impressive strike.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Out of play for a throw. Beckenbauer. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. And so, to avoid defeat is to go through. Every reason here for them to believe, but this has got to be done. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this round. They are already looking forward to life at the business end of this competition. This, a job that just needs finishing off.
Well, Peter, this has nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential out.
And he's had a hit! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
It's really well manoeuvred. Well, played right into his path. And that interception was most necessary. Now it's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. He's picked his way through. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
It's Casillas for me, because if he gets a little busy in this game, he has the talent and vast experience to cope with pretty much anything. He can be an extremely reassuring presence here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, such a clever touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Stoichkov. And that could set him on his way. Palmeiras are looking to break at pace. Pinches it off him. And here's Stoichkov. Had a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Messi. And we have our very first corner. He rises! They've scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there,
And the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Short changes him with that pass. He's looking wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. He's gone forward. Threads one in. That has been cut short. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Oh, he's burst through! It's run loose here!
The attendance for this match was
That defending is
71,550.
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Guardiola gets it away.
Palmeiras showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Stoichkov! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace.
Shot a goal! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now that's well seen too. Rapidly approaching the end. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Terrific header! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Deftly away. He's found the way through. And he was quick to react. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Now it's Cruyff. He's been picked out, and Stoichkov! Now Bernardo Silva! And he should have made it 4.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And now they can clear their lines. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this is the sight of a dream fulfilled. They have made it through the group stage successfully, with the glamour and the glory of the knockout phase to come. So this is where things become truly serious. Every side battle-hardened, having survived the previous stage, and from this point on, every game is all or nothing, do or die, and there is no atmosphere quite like it. You have to say, this is where the competition really starts. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Past tournaments have so often brought together the very best of so many different footballing cultures and principles, and hope we're going to see all of that again.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Peter. These intercontinental events have really come on since my playing days. The game is now operating to a higher standard all over the...
There's the shot! And we have our very first corner. Got nowhere to hide after that one. De Bruyne! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on.
And it's Cruyff. And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's bustling through here. Out of play for a goal kick. Inter Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
It's out for a goal kick. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Tireni. Real chance! Bernardo Silva is there to clear. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. DiMarco looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. DiMarco plays it short. Oh, smashing header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
And it's De Bruyne. Chance to finish. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Zalewski. Çalhanoğlu. And he can clear it away. Zalewski. Fires it in low. Chance! It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And the first time's done. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's 1 each. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that is expertly dealt with. Damian. Costa Curta does well to get it back. He's had a shot! That's another chance! Oh, it's there! And they've got their lead back. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Costa Curta. And they've got rid.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Zalewski. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Çalhanoğlu. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Inter are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they look a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Has a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. That'll be a throw.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Damian. Oh, delicate chip through. That's a reprieve for the time being. De Bruyne. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's got the beating of his man. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get... There's it! DiMarco, who's set up goals so far. They get a throw in. Very much into the last knockings.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that is that. Victory in round one, still of course a lot to do, but it is one huge step forwards.
Is now on sale in the stadium.
Well, the atmosphere is building up very, very nicely to what would undoubtedly be yet another high-caliber conflict. The sort you have to expect at this stage of a great competition. The atmosphere is electric and the noise ear-splitting. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here with a place in the last 4 on the line.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A sharp pass. Now it's done. He is through here. Back to the ball again. Now it's Gnabry. Gnabry! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Kimmich with the short one. Well, that tackle really sturdy. And now they can stay defence. It's Bernardo Silva.
It's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Cruyff. And Cruyff! And that would have been some goal.
Cruyff just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Gnabry. João Cancelo makes the interception. Now it's De Bruyne.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Bayern Munich clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Gnabry. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now who's going to be first to this? Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Kimmich getting this one clear. Stood up well to him there. Spread neatly. De Bruyne. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. Olise. And it's half-time here. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. Cruyff! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dick.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated? That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, it's Cruyff. And Cruyff!
The attendance for
Here's
this
a
match
corner.
was 71,550.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! Gnabry clears it away. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. Well, De Bruyne! And Bernardo Silva! They've scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Bernardo Silva at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal...
Oh, terrible mistake! The ball's come loose here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Gnabry. And he's had it nicked away. Dyer calmly anticipates. Now it's Gnabry. Muller. A good ball. Muller! That is decidedly lacking.
Bayern Munich certainly look a very great chance!
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Olise, he's got away. Coman. Now it's Coman. João Cancelo is there to clear. Pavlovic. Now Guerrero. And here's Coman.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Gnabry. Muller. Distributed tidily. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Hello, everybody.
So another
Please
test
join
pass,
me in
and the
wishing
message
a
could
happy
not be
wedding
more
anniversary.
clear. So just one more hurdle before
Hello,
the
everybody,
ultimate
and
final
welcome
where
to today's
everybody
match.
wants to be, and the atmosphere is truly sizzling. Expectations high, volume high, tension high, but most importantly of all, the stakes very, very high. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central character. Stoichkov! Oh, and he's had a shot! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Ceballos gets a foot in here. So what can they make of this? Stoichkov. And he's quick to get it clear again. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated, but if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And it's Cruyff. And he's there to belt it away. Just too much on that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Ceballos. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Marquinhos can get it clear. Güler. Mbappe. Still goalless. And he's picked out the run. And he's searching. Can he finish?
finish! And the finish!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Messi knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
And that's gone loose. Good looking ball. Tchouameni deals with that comfortably. Modric. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's beautifully beaten. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And he was quick to react. No, that was never going to make it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Goulet. And it's Cruyff. And intervened well there. Cabellos. Mbappe.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I love ambitious and adventurous too.
And the semi-final reaches halfway. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How's first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So it's half-time in the semi-final. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps. And Stoichkov! There's a goal! And finally, he has breathed life into the game.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have had a first significant moment. It is 1-0. Brahim Diaz. Fran Garcia looking to run onto it. That's a nicely measured pass. Fran Garcia. Brahim Diaz looks to get on the end of this.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Costa Curta. And the counter is on. Decent progress down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. That's it! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. What do you have for some movement at the bench, Peter, knowing you get extra sub in extra time?
And they win it back again. Well, nicely intercepted. Valverde. Now it's Lucas Vazquez.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that's well seen too.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He can run onto that. Messi. Oh, shapes to shoot! He has done it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No outcome there. That was bang in the corner.
Now the finish! Got to be quick to recover this. Ahead by two and just about into the home stretch. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Mbappe. But side but the execution was lacking. Valverde, Brahim Diaz in acres of space out wide. And that is wildly off target. Lucas Vasquez is there and can pick it up.
At a time.
Quality ball.
That's alert, sharp, and very well played.
Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Mbappe! He's got a goal! Deep into injury time! And time is up. They've done it, and you cannot say it is undeserved. This is a team that has looked increasingly like champions. So this is the one we've all been waiting for, the crowd embracing the ultimate game in the competition, the ultimate date with destiny for their teams, as one of the game's most sought-after pieces of silverware is within their reach. No shortage of glitz or glamour, and fitting that the final chapter to what has been a great footballing saga should feel as it does here. Let us be treated to a grand finale. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, Jim, you've seen a lot of this type of tournament. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, these games, Peter, are a real learning curve because you're coming up against teams and individual opponents that are unlikely to stick to what you'd really like them to. That plays on your concentration and your ability.
Messi! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, it's certainly a huge goal, Peter, one that I'm hoping will now open up the game a lot more.
Strong running down that left flank. Oh, it's Dembele. João Cancelo gets across to intercept that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he was quick to react. Passing is crisp and sharp. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Defending of the desperate variety. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch. They get it to the standard we know they can, but what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Vitinha! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Vitinha. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Half-time in the final, Jim. How do you read it?
Well, it's obvious who's likely to be more content going in at half-time, but I sincerely hope that there's a fitting response from the opposition to really engage us on the big occasion.
Cruyff! They've scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different...
He's got a side of goal! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Oh, it's Dembele. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a key interception.
The attendance for
So
this
we've
match
reached the hour mark.
72,306.
Ended up in no man's land. Vitinha and Mendes. Barcola. Guardiola calmly anticipates. Now it's Cruyff. Chance to finish. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the shots! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Nuno Mendes. He's in plenty of space here. Barcola! Oh, that is rather wayward.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Somewhat off target. Marquinhos. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Dembele. Stood up well to him there. Played back in. Nuno Mendes. Well, this really is their highest point. Not even in his wildest dreams could the manager have conceived that things would by now feel quite this good.
No, but he's certainly not complaining. He'll just be hoping now for a quiet end. No injuries, no cards, nothing to ruin the occasion.
Can he get onto this? And he's straight offside. Bakandar. Costa Curta. And he's managed to get rid.
There will be 3
João
minutes added
Neves.
time.
Curta with intent. Addington going up here. It's 3 minutes. He's picked his way through. with that, the final whistle. Simply, the big day was their day. A day for them and their fans. A truly proud line in their history. What a moment this is for all connected with the team. It's a day for pride, a day for glory. Another grand chapter to be added to their glittering history.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.